Welcome back to our show. We're coming to you from Summercrest Senior Living Community, where they are expanding and making improvements for the future. Right down the road in Sunapee, they hope to be doing the same for their schools. Let's join Jesse Tyler for a summary of the proposal to do so.
So the need around the elementary school in Sunapee is a long story. My understanding is we've been talking about it in town for about 30 years. There have been a couple times where warrants have been brought forward in 2006 and again in 2019, and so the conversation has continued. We have an elementary school that's approaching 100 years old. It was originally built as a high school and has served the community very well. Education needs have changed and the condition of the building has aged as well over that near century. Some of the key drivers, we have pages of recommendations and non-compliance and concerns. Air quality, the roof, the boilers, the water system, the wiring, all of those large components. And specific to education, education's changed a lot in the many years that the building has served the community. And we have a very successful special ed department. Our director has just done an amazing job being able to have our staff trained and certified to bring more kids back into the community, which is great for their experience, their family's experience, and it's also been an enormous benefit to the taxpayers. That takes space. We have an autism program, we have an adjustment counselor. So for the district to serve the community, we have incredible resources, but those take some space. And the role of the school board really comes down to two things: policy and ensuring adequate, safe education space for the students. There's, again, a very long list of needs, but significant multi-million-dollar needs just to continue to use the building. For this plan is we started with community forums. We've had 4 community forums so far. We're going to have a 5th one on March 5th, where we started with literally asking the community, what do you think we should do? What are your ideas? What do you think will fit us? How can we solve this problem? This is the why. These are the pages of issues that are driving this need. We got a lot of talent and expertise in the community. What do you think we should do? So that's how we started the process. We've had very good advice, consultancy, to take those community ideas and move them towards a plan. We explored putting a new school at the bottom of the hill if we were able to buy the bank. That didn't look feasible from a space standpoint. Land in Sunapee is at a premium, and certainly part of that impact is the lake and the mountains, and the rest of that impact is a highly rated school. So we settled on the varsity soccer and softball field next to the middle high school as the best land, trying to use land that we own, limit the cost, limit the impact and disruption. The project grew to a really exciting design. It's connected to the middle high school, so it's technically a pre-K-12, but it's really 2 buildings connected with a hallway. So the younger kids, pre-K through 5, are in one area, and then the middle of the building becomes the middle school, and then the far end is the high school. So the kids will kind of grow through the school system across the buildings. There's going to now be a maker space, its own library, computer area, proper special education space. We're excited to have proper music space. Looking at what we have now, I'm sitting for this interview, we're in modulars that were temporary over 20 years ago and need to be replaced. We have the Sherbourne Gym, which is like an icon from the 50s in Sunapee, where lots of state championships and community events. The only place we have room right now for music is down in the gym, and then the school is busting at the seams with all the programs that we offer. So makerspace, computer area, and library are all in what used to be the old high school gym, and the staff and the students make it work, but the new school is going to have dedicated spaces for that. So it's much more of a STEM or STEAM, the science, technology, education, arts, math style of education is going to fit so much better in that space. And what we'll have is everybody in one building versus 3. It has a gym and performance space in the middle of it. So it'll mirror the design of the middle high school, so it'll fit right in. And then because we built on the soccer and the softball field, is putting a new softball field and a new soccer field at the top of the hill as you enter town. But what we're able to do, to be able to build the school at the price that we've been quoted for pre-bond pricing, we were able to leverage some other needs in the infrastructure. So our 1973 middle high school has 1955 boilers that are well past their reasonable life. This new design, with help with our consultants and ideas from the community, we're going to replace the boilers in the middle high school. Those will heat the new elementary school. We're going to fix the kitchen in the middle high school and enhance the cafeteria, and through 4 staged lunches, that'll be a K through 12 area. So we're not having very expensive kitchen infrastructure, boilers, duplicating. Despite understandable stress from the total cost of the project, there's been a lot of great care taken to what do we need to build to deliver the programs we offer now. Sunapee's in a unique position as a community in that we've had a similar size, 400 plus student population for a long time. We've never been a very big district. And when you look at the NESDEC, which is the survey that talks to realtors, looks at population, those are what we have to go by for projections on student attendance ratio, or for how many students we're looking out in the 10-year range. We're in an unusual position in New Hampshire and in New England in that we're projected to have the same number or slightly more students a decade from now. So as we bring this to the community, we have confidence that we have 30 more students this year than in the system than we had last year. That's great. Going by projections, we should be nice and steady or slightly higher, as the farthest we can look out is 10 years. This all comes down to something very simple, this complicated challenge for the community to consider. We have a really old building, and we need more modern space for our students to thrive. We're really excited about the plan that the community helped us develop, and we see great potential for flexibility as education changes. And we're excited for March 10th to see, we're looking for the community support, and we're excited and hopeful that we're able to get that.
Thank you, Jesse. When you vote in Sunapee, please take into consideration the needs of the children and their education.